the most used platform in this world? Yes, you guessed it right. It's Google. More than 1 billion search queries are done every month on Google. Imagine this, you have built a fantastic website, but when you search for it on Google, it's nowhere to be found. Frustrating, right? That's because your site has not been indexed by Google or optimized for SEO yet. And without that, no one can find you. But don't worry, in this video, we will cover everything you need to know about SEO from A to Z. And most importantly, how to use it to boost your website's visibility. So, let's hear it from our experts.
Hi everyone and welcome to the session. So today we are going to understand the world of SEO. If you're wondering what's SEO, SEO is nothing but search engine optimization. And today we are going to discuss the basics of it, basics of links from starting. I mean, search engine, basics of search engine, like how Google has evolved and why am I particularly speaking about Google. I'll also give that particular explanation. And how to perform a website audit, a crucial step in improving your SEO. And I'll show you how to use a tool called Ubersuggest to make this process super easy. And finally, why Google isn't the only part of SEO game anymore. So this is what we are going to understand. And whether you are a business owner, a marketer, or just someone curious about how a website ranks on a search engine. And by the way, if you're not aware of what a search engine is, you are in the right place and this video is for you. Okay, so cool. So we'll just dive into the session. So to give you just the definition of internet, just give you a clear understanding on what's actually a search engine. As I said, first we'll understand about search engine. Search engine is a place, I mean, the name itself concludes that it's a place where we search what is in our mind. If we search something with a question, it'll try to give us answer with the results or with website results. To give you a simple example, we are here, that's Google. Okay, so if else I just something I'd like to type something like, let's say Sachin Tendulkar, a famous name which we will obviously know. So if I just search for Sachin Tendulkar, it's giving me results, and it's not just giving me results, it's giving me some website results. Okay, and by the way, website is a place where we share information about a business or about a product or a person or just an information about a particular thing, right? So we all know, obviously, websites. We are living in a mobile world, we are living in an internet world. So obviously we would be knowing a website. So to give you just an example of a website, see here, this is one of our clients where we can see here, go to tax pros, where here, this is a website which actually provides about, they'll provide taxes. This is a US based client. So, okay. So in here, if else, if I just get in to a search engine like this, I can see, like if I can search a search bar, and if I search something, I get the result. If else I'm searching, let's say, digital marketing course. Okay, I'm searching digital marketing course. See here, I'm just getting many more results who are providing digital marketing, okay, in the area. If else I'm searching buy a flat in Hyderabad, here I'm just getting results of the websites providing real estate, okay, our website who are providing the support with that. So now if you're wondering how are these guys here, okay, why even Google is allowing these guys to be here, what's the process behind, like here they are, as they are here, what's the process behind? Okay, this is what we'll understand now. Okay, so in here, as I said, search engine is a place to search with a question. Okay, remember this question. We are going to talk about this question later, particularly. Okay, there is another name for this particular question. We're going to discuss on that later. But yes, it's a place to search with a question and get results or get website results. Now here, let's understand what is SEO. I mean, as a definition, what it says and what does it mean actually. I'll give you an understanding. SEO is search engine optimization. Here, to explain this definition, I'll give you a real-time example. Instead of just giving an internet definition, I'll give you a real-time understanding, basically. So what is that real-time understanding? See here, let's assume this is a search engine. And this is a search bar you have seen earlier. Like this is a search bar, and here, this is the search engine. If else I search with a question like, let's say, buy a flat in Hyderabad. So I'm getting results, right? So here I'll also be getting some results. Let's assume these are some of the results. And let's give them numbers also. So these are the results. So like we have divided it into the results here. Okay. So to give you an understanding, this entire thing, the results which have popped up here, okay, is called SERP. Okay. So just to give you an understanding, it's called SERP, Search Engine Results Page. Search Engine Results Page. This is entirely called Search Engine Results Page. Okay, so as I said, these are some of the results. So why am I showcasing like this? You'll get to know in a minute. So here, generally, whenever Google is trying to showcase some results, okay, for a question, okay, and if the question is business related question, okay, so if it's a business related question, so I mean business related, like if you want to buy something, you'll search on Google, right? So those kind of questions, generally here on the top, you'll see advertisements. Okay, you'll see advertisements. I mean, Google will be, you'll have to pay Google some money, and then you can list as a website here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all called sponsored results. See here. If you see here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are all sponsored results. Sponsored results in the sense, these guys are paying Google to be here. Okay, these guys are paying Google to be here. That's basically sponsored results, or I can say paid results. Okay, and these results, after these results, you'll not see the tag sponsored over here. Okay, you'll not see the tag sponsored over here. That means these guys from here, which does not have the sponsor tag, are called SEO results, or I can say organic results or unpaid results. So why there are many names, I'll tell you. See, one and the same. The meaning is one and the same. SEO, unpaid or organic, is nothing but as a business owner or as a business with a website, you need not to pay any money to Google to be listed over here. I mean, to be listed and do not have of not having a sponsor tag is nothing but basically SEO results. So to give you a definition or an understanding, SEO is nothing but it's a process of optimizing, or in simple terms, improving your website so that it is more visible on search engines like Google, Bing, and others. Okay. So here, obviously, why you need to be visible? With the visibility, obviously, you get more people to see your website, more people to purchase your product. Okay. Ultimately, more customers and entirely followers for your website. Okay. This is basically search engine optimization. And we did not get into the part where how actually we will be here. Yes, we will be here because we are improving our website. But I just said improving. What kind of improving? What is that improving part? We'll just have to understand. Okay. So to understand that particular part is that we are going to dive into something called website audit. Okay. We are going to dive into something called website audit. And before that, I just want to give you a clarity on how actually Google has evolved. Okay, so if else, if you remember, if else I just type Google 2006. Okay, so here, 1 minute. Let me see here. We have a website which how show Google show has changed in the years actually. So let's say here 1997 it was found by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. It used to be like this, and let's say it evolved in 2006. I've started using personally in 2006. So this is how it used to be, more or like. And after 2016, it is like this. Okay, and right now 2024 it is like this. Okay, even you have an archive in Google itself. So how Google search is like, you can just see. Let me just check it for you guys. Okay, so right now this is how it is, the Google. And 2000, so what's the difference? It's basically interface, and also what has changed, obviously the feel and the touch, and like whatever we are trying to work with Google has changed a lot. I mean, it has improved according to the user. Okay. Yes. Here, if you observe, the structure did not much change. The ad structure, like 1, 2, 3, 4 ads, as I said, this did not change, and SEO structure did not much change. But right now, recently, after the AI has come into picture, if else I search with some question here, let's say digital marketing, just I type digital marketing here, I am getting the search labs overview, or I can call it as AI overview. First, it's giving some definition or direct answer, okay, which actually simplifies the question and answer system on search engine. Okay, when you search with a question, you are easily getting an answer directly, and then you're also getting the website results. Okay, that is what is the new evolution. Okay, in Google. Okay, that is what is the new thing on Google. So right now, here we are not talking about the search overview. We are just here to understand the SEO part. As I said, the results appear without sponsored tag, okay, are basically SEO results or organic results. And these results get us traffic, visibility. Okay, so let me write it down. That's more better. So these search engine with SEO, what do you get? Basically visibility and traffic, business, brand awareness. And if you understand this particular part, this is all you are getting without paying Google, free. Okay, if you are being advertised for free, okay, without paying anything, you are getting marketed by a particular product of your product. Obviously, you'll generate huge margins. That's the beauty of digital marketing. Okay, that's the beauty of online marketing. Okay, so in here, as I said, this is what we are here to understand. Okay, so how these results get in here? Okay, these results get in here. What these guys have done, or not specifically these guys, what these kind of guys have done to be here is what we are understanding. Okay, so to get into the technical part right now, what are the types of SEO? Okay, types of SEO. There are 3 types of SEO, search engine optimization. I mean, I can say it's not the types, actually steps. Okay, I can say the process. It's the process actually. There are 3 steps in this particular process of SEO. Okay, first step is on-page SEO, and the second step is off-page SEO. I'll not call this as types. Okay, I'll just call steps in SEO. That's more better and clear, because these are the steps you have to undergo to understand and to implement SEO. Off-page SEO, and third one is technical SEO. Okay, technical SEO. Of on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. So this thing is on-page. What's on-page SEO? What's off-page SEO? What's technical SEO? I'll just give you small definitions. Okay, so it'll be easy. So understanding this would be very much easy. I'll tell you. So if it's on-page SEO, it's a process. It's a process where you are optimizing your website content. I mean, this is a website. Okay, if your content is readable and well distributed, okay, and you optimize in the sense improve it for your customers' visibility, okay, and entirely change the look and feel, including the UX, I mean, user experience, and you entirely understand how user is behaving and you accordingly change your website. That's basically on-page SEO. Just a basic and a vague definition. Okay, I can say very basic definition. Okay, we'll understand in detail later. But here, to give you an understanding, it's just optimizing your website content. Okay, like let's say images, okay, all these headings to make sure to improve your visibility or to improve the flexibility towards your user. That's on-page SEO. Okay, and when it comes to off-page SEO, this is a website, let's say, and if this website, okay, if this website actually, okay, is promoted by some other website for free, like I'll tell you, see, very simple example here. I'll just go to a website and give you an example. So let's say this is a website. Okay, this is a blogging website. I just follow for, yes, this is a wonderful website. You can also follow for just updates on digital marketing and social media. So let's say I'll just go with, let's say I'll go with this particular URL. See here, for example, I'm reading this content. Okay, I'm reading this content, and you see some text is highlighted in blue. If I click this text, it's redirecting to another blog, which is blog.youtube, and is explaining some other thing. So that means here, so to give the entire point of off-page SEO, here, this particular blog is being promoted or is being endorsed or is being pushed by this particular website, social media today. This particular website is like this particular website has added a link of this, which actually is helpful for this particular, that means blog.youtube is getting endorsed or getting promotion or getting communication from social media today, which is helping them in a way to get more users. Or to simply give you an understanding, let's say there is a website. Okay, there is a website. There is a website A and there is a website B. Okay, and if website A, I have mentioned about website B as a link. So obviously what happens, whoever visits, okay, whoever visits this particular website A, okay, will see, some of them at least will see website B's link and redirect to website B. They'll visit website B also, the same user. Okay, the same user will visit website B also. Okay, so with this, website B is getting promotion. To give you in simple terms, this is off-page SEO. Off-page SEO is nothing but getting your link onto other websites, okay, to make or to increase your visibility or to increase traffic or to increase more people visits onto your website. That's basically off-page SEO. So when we get into the details, we will understand the technicalities, what happens actually in, like, why website A, has to link to website B? What might be the possible reasons? So we will have to understand in this off page. And when it comes to technical SEO, it's very simple. Yes, website is made of many technical elements. Okay, many technical elements, like let's say website speed, okay, or loading speed, the server, okay, and in the background, obviously, okay, in the background, obviously. Okay, so that's basically technical SEO. Okay, that's basically technical SEO. So if it's not just about the content, as I said, it's not just about the content distribution you are seeing here. It's also about the technicalities behind it. If the loading speed, okay, loading speed and many other elements, okay, which includes, which are like, let's say, how your website is crawled and all these things, okay, is combinedly comes under technical SEO. Okay, so right now here we are here to understand about more or like on how you should start your SEO journey. Okay, so whether is it with on page, off page, or technical SEO. So if you have to ask me, where will you start or how an SEO process gets started is very simple. It starts with something called website audit. Okay, website audit. So the logic behind this is you have to first understand your client's website in order to get business for them. So understanding is nothing but first you will have to check, scrutinize what is there and what can be recommended, what can be improved and all. Okay, that is the clarity we need to get. To get that particular clarity, website audit is going to help us. Okay, website audit is going to help us with that particular part. So how this is done? Okay, how this is done? So this is particularly done with the help of tools. Yes, we can do it manually also, but manually it takes a lot of time. That's the reason we have lot many tools in the market. So I'm just going to give you some give you like some prominent tools. I'm also going to walk through about a tool. Okay, how it works, how it can help us to rank for our particular website. So this is what we are going to understand in the next step. Okay. So now let's dive into something called website audit. So now here, this particular website audit, so we'll just understand step by step. It's not like I'll just try to give you an understanding at once. It'll be a step-by-step process. Okay, so we'll just see what's the role of a particular SEO tool in this website audit. Okay, so here, what's the step? First step is, so what's the website? Just understand what's the website. Let's say, as I said, this is the website. Okay, and this is a new website. I mean, it's been constructed newly. It's been designed newly. The content is all fresh. So obviously, there's a lot of scope of improvement over here. Okay, so what are the things like we will have to improve? We'll just understand. So now here, to simply how to use this, or like how to use a tool to do this job, we'll understand. So for this, I have a tool called Uber Suggest. I'm introducing a tool called Uber Suggest for you guys. So this is Uber Suggest. It is how it looks like. Okay, so how does it look like is it's very simple. It's an online tool actually. If you type Uber Suggest online, you'll get it. Here I searched on Google again, and I just, if here I've signed in like this. Once I sign in, it looks like this. Okay, so now what's the process? So here, first let's open a Google Sheet, okay, like this. Okay, and we will try to understand what's the website, your website. Just let's add this. And here, what are the things which we are going to audit? We'll just put it here. What are the improvements? We'll put it here. And what are the audit things, or what are the audit findings? We'll put it here. And what are the recommendations? We'll put the column here. Okay, so let's do step by step. Simply first, to do the audit using a tool, the basic requirement is logging into the tool. then getting onto something called site audit, or you see in these kind of tools, not only Uber suggest, in any SEO tools, you see something called project. Okay. In majority, this is the terminology project. And you need to see here, add a project. Adding a project in the sense, adding a website. Okay. So after adding a website, it will try to provide you, or else it will try to provide the detailed analysis of your website. Like, let's say, if else I just copy this, I'll just get here. Where is this? Yes, sir. Yeah, paste it, click on next. Okay, it says you already have a project existing. So let's do one thing, close. I'll just try to remove this project first. Okay, so how to remove is this, that, just here only, I guess. Yep. Remove this project. Yes. So once you remove the data will be gone. That's a different issue. But for now, here, I'll just again click on adding a project, scrolling down, add a project, click on next. Okay, after this website audit, we'll also understand how actually Google functions with regards to SEO. Okay, so that also we'll understand in our later videos. Okay, but for now, we'll just understand on our grounds. I mean, let's say, to give you a simple example, like let's say we have a restaurant. Okay, to give you an example of this website audit or relate this to another simple concept. If we have a restaurant, okay, and this restaurant is newly established. So now here, website audit is something like checking this restaurant, friends, whether does it meet all the criteria. I mean, is it good at food service? Is the all the raw materials there? Okay, or the, like, let's say, ambience good? Okay, enough. Is there enough, like, or I can say, are there enough people to work on this particular project? So I mean, checking your own ground first to make sure that everything is right, then you try to communicate. Okay, so if you try to establish that, like, if your restaurant is good, then you can communicate to the user saying that this is what we like provide, this is the ambience, this is what the food is, and this is what all we have. Okay, so it's like website audit is like first checking your own business website, and then starting and getting an understanding later concepts like promotion and all. Okay, so that's the reason in later stages we can understand, like, let's say here, buy a flat in Hyderabad. If somebody is searching, how can we get in here, and what's the behind process of Google, we'll understand. Okay, what's the behind process of Google, we'll understand. But before that, we'll try to complete this website audit. So, okay. So now here, so just let's take this. Okay, as I said, we are creating a project. This location is mandatory. We need to select the location. Obviously, where this particular business is functional, that location we need to select. Let's say it's functional in United States. Add and click on next. And then later it's asking some details. Early, we can just earlier, like if it's a new business, we can skip it. Okay. Skip everything. Do you want my team to grow your traffic? No. You yourself is an SEO executive or SEO specialist who can handle this. So no. You're done. Close this. Now, if you see here, I click on site audit. I can see something. It says recrawl here. What's crawling? Crawling in the sense the website is entirely scrutinized by this particular tool. So which has happened. and it has given some numbers, and there are some terms which we need to understand. So here, what are the terms we need to understand? First, the term we will go for is how many pages on the website. Okay, are the pages entirely functional? So here we'll just add the details. Okay, we'll just add the details. Number of pages 50. And here number of pages 15. See, successful 14, redirected 0, broken 0, blocked 1. So what does this mean? So here this particular status gives an understanding for us that if any web page on the website, like let's say here is the website and these are the pages. Okay, these are the pages. And these pages so here, if else you see here, there are certain pages, let's say this page or like whatever other pages you have here. Okay, these pages is what it's showcasing here. So it says entirely there are some 15 pages, and in that 14 pages are successfully working. Successful in the sense it's working, they are working. Redirected in the sense, are they being redirected to another web page? Okay, so that's what it showcases. Is that a problem? No, it's not a problem, but it needs to be checked. Broken is directly the number, the name itself suggests that it's not they are not working. So obviously, yes, there is no problem with any page on the website. So this is what first we will understand. And later, here you have, it says 35 issues discovered. Okay, 35 issues discovered. So in here, we'll just add all the things, number of pages 15. Okay, blocked 1, blocked page. I mean, what's blocked? Blocked in the sense there is no access to this particular page. See, click on this page, successful. See, hello world. See, hello world, this particular page has been blocked. From whom it's blocked? It's blocked from search engines. Okay, it's blocked from search engines. Blocked in the sense it's blocked from search engines. Like Google cannot showcase this particular page. So because of this particular attribute. So, okay, that's a different scenario we will understand. But here, just understand blocked in that means it's not like it is blocked from search engines. Search engines cannot showcase this particular page. Cool, that's one thing. Now, next, I click on site audit again, or I click on site audit overview. Now here, next on-page SEO score. As I said, SEO is of 3 types, or there are 3 steps involved in on-page. Sorry, 3 steps involved in SEO. That's our on-page, off-page, and technical SEO. It says on-page score is 72. That means the distribution which has happened on the website, or the content added on the website, or the entire user experience is good, is what it showcases. Okay, this is also fine. So let's have this on page SEO score 72. It's good. Okay. So now here. Okay, organic monthly traffic. What does this mean? Organic monthly traffic in the sense the number of people visiting your website through SEO is 0. That is what it says. I mean, I will have explained this, right? So when you search with a question here, okay, you'll get results like this, and the top results you see sponsored, they are advertisements. We do not bother about them. And when we scroll here, you can see the results of SEO, which is what we will have to evaluate in SEO, like in search engine optimization here. Okay, so this tool says that this particular go to taxpros.com does not have any SEO traffic. Okay, so that is what you are being hired for. That is what you will be hired for. Okay, you will have to take care of this and have to increase this part. You need to increase the visibility. You need to increase the possibility of getting more traffic. So next, organic keywords. What's organic keywords? This means, so here, okay. So now it's time to introduce a term called keyword. So now here, keyword, if you remember, I told you that we will just come back to something called question here. Okay, I told you before that a question asked by the user in a search box is basically called a keyword. Keyword, which is very important word to make sure, which understands the context of the user, which helps. I mean, search engines understand this context of the user. Okay, and match this particular question on all the from the millions of pages of the website, and will try to give the website results. Okay, like to give you an example, so how they work is very simple. Let's say this is the search engine. Okay, and a question has been asked by a flat. So what search engines do? Search engines try to map, okay, like this. Okay, map like this with millions of websites. Okay, millions of websites. Like this, let's say these are the websites. Okay, let's and try to find like wherever there is, okay, some possible, okay, there is a possible match for this question, and what they'll try to do, they will try to showcase the results on this particular page. So this is the concept of crawling. Okay, search engines do crawl a particular website. Crawl in the sense scrutinize or match. Okay, so the entire web, not entire web, and they will try to give the website results. And each website here will be crawled by Google. Crawled in the sense it will be scrutinized. Okay, search engines scrutinize the entire websites and match with the context and provide results. This is the process of search engine here. And here, as I was saying, the organic keywords, the questions which user is asking, we are not able, I mean, this particular website is not visible for any kind of question user is asking. Probably user is asking, let's say, tax deadline in USA. Okay, usually I should be visible here. Okay, I should be visible here. If I'm visible here, okay, usually this should be visible here. If it's visible, obviously here it would have showcased as the one keyword. See here, this particular question I have asked, and if my result is here, it would have showcased one keyword. For one question, I am being visible. That's basically organic keywords. And now comes backlinks. Okay, so okay, backlinks. Backlinks, as I said here, if you remember the steps in SEO, on page, off page, and technical SEO, backlinks come under off page SEO. I mean, outside of your website. Okay, so in here, backlinks, number of backlinks. One. Number of backlinks, one. So in here, one. What's that backlink? I mean, a website which is referring go to tax pros. Okay, a website which is referring go to tax. Earlier, I have showcased an example of social media today, which is referring another website like YouTube. In the same way, this particular go to tax pros is being referred by other website. What's the website? If you want to know, if you scroll down here, see It says Quero Party Report Target Go to Tax Pros. This is the website which is referring Go to Tax Pros. So what's the use of this backlinks again? If let's say many websites like this are trying to refer us, obviously we increase traffic, we increase our visibility, we increase our popularity. That's the basic logic here. Okay, that's the basic logic here. Okay, till now we have understood all these things. Okay, let me go back again, site audit. And now next, what will we understand? SEO issues discovery. This is the major thing we will have to look after for any website. So if you click on see all SEO issues, we can see what are the issues which we have to take care and we have to modify to make sure our on-page SEO is fixed. Okay, so here it says 5 pages with low word count. Okay, so usually what we can do is we can export to the CSV. That means we can download this report and directly attach it over here. Or you can directly add it here, just manually, that can also be done. So, but usually preferred is download and add. Like right now, I'll just see here. If I click here, see, there are majorly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 issues, same kind of issues. So what does this, like for an example? So 5 pages have a low word count. What does that mean? For 5 pages has low word count. According to Google, okay, you need to have at least minimum 300 words on a particular page as content, as text content. Okay, so if else you don't have it, Google considers it to be low word count, which is indeed problem for your website. Because as I said, Google is trying to match all the keywords in your content. If there is less content compared to your competitors, obviously you'll not be visible, your competitors will be visible. Okay, that is what happens here. So you need to report this to your client. Okay, so just you'll have to, if else I have downloaded it. So it's been downloaded. So you click it, you open it. See, it showcases what are the pages which has low word count. You'll have to report to your client. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, so here we need to make sure. Okay, so we resolve all these issues. So either H1. So again, in order to understand all these issues, we also need to get an understanding of all the terms or terminologies which are very much important. Like let's say H1, heading, meta description, tag. Okay, so we will try to cover all these technical terms as one concept or one video. So I'll try to cover. So this technical concepts like H1, meta description, meta tag as one term. I'll explain each and every term in that. Okay, with regards to SEO, so that you can understand this SEO issues. Like if I have to explain these 5 terms here, one page blocked on search engine. See here, I was already saying like in site audit here, one page was blocked. That is what it is showcasing in issues. But is it really necessary to showcase on search engine? That also you need to understand. I don't think it is necessary. So yes, this can be ignored. And then here it says 10 pages without a H1 heading. What's H1 heading? To give you an understanding, heading is nothing but for every content. Okay, in any content you see, you have heading, subheadings, text, content, images. This is the structure. Okay. Okay, for example, let's get to see a structure of the content so that it will be easy for you to understand. So this is, so let's say there will be a heading like this. Okay, there will be a heading. Okay, and obviously there will be some subheading. And finally, you'll have some content, text content. And you have an image in it, text content. So this is the general structure. So it says this heading is missing. Okay, probably it might be called in technical language as H1. Okay, H1 is the main heading which is missing over here. So if it's a subheading, it would have said H2 or H3. Now, 12 page with meta description. There is something called meta description in your website which needs to be taken care. So as I said, we'll cover all these technical concepts in the later videos. Okay. And other than this SEO issues, what else we can tackle in an audit? Yes, we can understand how site speed is working. I also explained that the 3 steps in SEO: on page, off page, and technical. The site speed comes under technical part of SEO. So your website is not loading. Okay, great. It should be it should be below 4 seconds. That's what it says. So here desktop loading time is 2.33. It's great. Okay, interaction. Okay, the total time that a page is blocked from responding to user input, such as mouse clicks or screen tabs. I mean, if somebody is clicking, if it's taking too much of time, that's what is a problem. So it needs to be improved. Visual stability, same here. Okay. So if else it's jumping like before loading, that's a problem. Okay. Again, this is only in desktop. If you want in mobile, see here, I can switch. See, in mobile, there's a problem. It's poor. So that means this website which you are seeing here isn't optimized on mobile phones. That's a problem because Google will not just take care of your website which is showcased on desktop. It also showcases, it should also be showcased on mobile phones. Then only it will work for you. Okay, so that's one thing. And next, and as I said, questions play a great role, or keywords as I call. We will have to understand the different types of popular questions which are asked by the user in this keyword overview, or I can say keyword ideas, which is done as a part of keyword research in SEO. Okay, so we can get the content ideas. I mean, which content is becoming viral, and based on that we can create content for our website. Okay, so what are the backlinks which we have? And if you get a doubt that can we do it for any website in the world? Yes, we can do it. But is this entirely accurate, the numbers which is it providing? No, it's not entirely accurate, but it's approximately, yes, it's accurate. Okay, so you have different tools to work on. Not only Uber Suggest, you have tools like SEMrush, okay, which is a major tool which can help us understand the same way which Uber Suggest. But why I preferred Uber Suggest for a starter or just to understand SEO in a more better and easier way, Uber Suggest is more preferable. Okay, so this is what I wanted to explain, okay, particularly with regards to Uber Suggest. Yes, in later videos, we will try to cover all the technical terms with regards to SEO. Okay. And yes, finally, our final point here, why understanding Google isn't the only part of SEO game anymore. As I said, the search concept is entirely shifting. Okay. Probably the buzz you might have heard around is about AI nowadays. Okay. Okay. Artificial intelligence. So because of that, the search game is shifted. How? I'll tell you the simple concept here. See what is happening. So if you're searching, let's say buy a flat in Hyderabad, or else if you're confused how to buy a flat in Hyderabad. Okay. So here you're getting website results. Instead of this, what people are trying to do, people are trying to get into something called AI tools, which will be like, look like this, DeepSeek, or you have famous tools like ChatGPT. You can click on start now, just give a prompt and it will give you, let's say if I just search here, let me, how to buy a flat in Hyderabad. I'll just have to paste the question and I can see, I can add search here. I can click on search here. That means this AI tool will act as a search engine now. It'll try to give the overview, how to buy, and also it'll give the website links. That means not only Google here, now Google isn't the only one who is famous currently, but again, these kind of tools are helping users find more accurate solution. So that's the reason. Okay, here AEO or like generative engine optimization is becoming famous. Okay, is becoming more prominent like day by day. Okay, so yes, this is how it works. As I said, research more on these concepts. Yes, we will meet in another video with all the technical terms and technical audits and what are the recommendations and many more about SEO. Thank you guys.